December 2020, and I'm out on the beach watching a bird. Some mindfulness of the bird, and if you could see right now, he's moving his feet very quickly, trying to stir up whatever is stirrable. There you go, see him? It's beautiful. So I'm standing here kind of doing some stretching on the water's edge, and about half hour ago I was way down. Let me show you where I was at. I was way down there, and over there's a couple of hundred birds that are exactly like this bird. But for some reason, this bird is here by himself, just chilling out, doing its thing. Kind of like that book, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, called Jonathan Livingston Seagull. That might be Jonathan right there. In that book, that seagull did his own thing also, and what he did was he flew higher than all of the other ones. And they all told him that he was crazy, that it was dangerous because he would fly really high, and then all of the other ones kind of limited their exposure to risk. And he took great risk and went real high, and then when he came down, he put his little wings together and kind of made himself as aerodynamic as possible and flew down as fast as he could in an aerodynamic fashion. And it's totally different than what all the other seagulls were doing, and it kind of reminds me of this guy. And not that feeling of exhilaration is what I'm trying to accomplish, but I definitely can relate more to this seagull than to the cluster. Another thing that happened was that out of the couple of hundred of seagulls, they had maybe 5 or 6 of a different type of bird. And when I approached at the water's edge, they all kind of like hopped up a couple of feet, but then the seagulls went right back down, like immediately as a group. And the other 5 or 6 that were of a different type of bird all flew off together. So it's like that bird of feather flock together, birds of feather leave together as well. And I thought that was really interesting that I've seen before where birds, as usually when one of them gets up to fly away, they all do at the same time. And for some reason, they all might land at the same time too. But one thing that I found interesting is if you watch closely enough, especially ones that are not in the water, that are on sand, they'll all be facing the same direction. Whether or not it's towards the sun or away from the sun, I'm not sure. But they all face the same direction, and then they'll fly up and then they'll fly back down, and they will all land facing the same direction. So to me, all of that in nature is just amazing. You know, the ducks flying in those perfect V formations that are perfectly symmetrical and maybe have like one more on one wing versus the other. And so I'm just out here just enjoying the beauty, and this is what I'm doing together. So don't be afraid to be the lone wolf or the lone seagull or the lone whatever you are. Insert who you are and what you are right here, and fly away, little birdie. Thanks for the mindfulness. Mend yourself, move, educate, nurse, decompress. Michael Gray signing out.